baby. Stingray 72 here with another video. 6 things that I wish I knew before starting my YouTube channels. Plural. There are more than one. I will link them. Let's get right into it. Oh, I'm sorry. A little bit of housekeeping. Before we do, thank you so much to my new subscribers, my new family members, and thank you so much again for my returning subscribers / family members. I totally appreciate you all. Let's get these views up, please, and thank you. Thank you so much for riding with me on my road to 1K by 2023. I appreciate you. Okay, let's go. 6 things I wish I knew before starting YouTube channels. I'm reading my list, so you will see my eyes veer over occasionally. Don't worry, I got you covered. Number 1, get serious about it. That's very important. If you have reservations about starting a channel, don't do it. You have to go into this knowing that this is a job. Whether it be a full-time job or a part-time job, it's a lot of work that goes into it. If you're having fun, it's what they say, you know, if you enjoy your job, it's never work. That's bull. You still got to do work. Sorry. Make sure you brand yourself. Make sure that you know what you want your page to look like. You are a brand now. So when you decide to put yourself out there, you're a brand. People are looking at you. People are picking you apart. People are examining you. What do you want them to see? What do you want? What type of impression are you trying to give? So make sure that, like, when you start your pages, make sure you understand what you want your page to look like, your profile picture, your content, all of that stuff. Try not to change your profile picture and your background and stuff like a million times. There's some people that will change their picture every 6 months or every 6 minutes. Just always have to make some sort of change. People gravitate to familiarity. People tend to, they love what's familiar. You may have content that someone wants to share, and if someone shares it and they don't know your channel name per se, but they'll recognize your face. And if you keep changing your profile picture and you keep changing what your stuff looks like, people are going to get lost in the shuffle. Not everyone is going to follow you every step of the way. You may have some that will watch your content and then fall off for a while and then come back on and expect to see what they saw the last time they viewed it. So you just want to keep that kind of stuff in mind. Again, people gravitate to what's familiar for them. So you just definitely want to make sure you keep that in mind. Let's see what else we got. Number 2, be you and do what you love. When you do what you love, people will gravitate to that. They will see it. It may not be everyone's cup of tea. What you decide to do on your channel, again, there are lots of things. There are lots of variables that can have people drawn to you. I am, you know, I watch videos of channels of people like slow motion videos. I don't want to do none slow motion. I want to hurry up, but it's something about the video. So I'm gravitated to it. So you never really know how many people your content is going to reach, you know. So, but doing what you love, it's what you love doing that just grabs them. It grabs a hold of them. And I know I'm speaking passionately, but I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to explain to you the severity of what I'm talking about. Some are going to love what you do. Some are not. But that's just how the dice are rolled. You know, you never know what's going to happen. So, number 2, be you and love what you do. Number 3, leave your freaking feelings at the door. If you don't develop a tough skin in this game, you will not win. That's what I say. That is my quote. Trust it. If you don't develop a tough skin, then in this game, you will not win. There are going to be people who will come into your comments and they will just bash. They will just bash you for whatever reason. Jealousy, hatred, whatever it is, just to try to be funny. doesn't make a difference. You have to understand that you live in the world with people, not for them. So although you are creating content and you want people to view it, if you go back to number two and you're doing what you love, you don't have to worry about that, because again, people are going to gravitate to you. So leave your feelings at the door. There's not going to be 100% of viewers that like you or that like what you do, or are going to have something nice to say. But again, if you develop tough skin in this game, you will win. And what I also say is, do not depend on family and friends to support you in this game. There are rare occasions where there are some family and friends who will support you, and that's amazing. That's great. But majority of the time, your family and friends are your biggest critics. And most people suffer from what I call secondhand embarrassment. And secondhand embarrassment is where they're embarrassed for you. If in the event something happens or it doesn't work out for you, it's kind of like they're ashamed to know you. That's how I see it. That's how I see what people do, And, because you'll say, and I've even said it a couple years back, I got all these followers, I got all these friends on Facebook, and nobody's following me on YouTube or watching my YouTube channel or subscribe. I had to get out of that. I had to stop worrying about why people wanted to be with me on this end, but not on the other. It is what it is. But what I say is CON, content over numbers. Don't worry about numbers. Don't worry about family. Don't worry about friends. Create your content. The numbers will appear. And I'm living that right now, so I'm having to go through that. Number 4. Don't spend too much time on other people's channels. There is a likeness to your channel to someone, with your channel to someone else's. It's going to be. I have not come across one channel that does something absolutely unique. I have not. If there is, there is. But primarily, there are channels of people who do the same thing. They may do it differently, but nothing that anyone does is unique. So clearly, you're going to go on the competition's channels and just take a look, browse around and see what they're doing. Don't spend too much time on those channels, because while you're spending time on those channels, you could be spending time on your own, getting to know your audience, replying to comments, finding ways to, asking your subscribers, is there anything that you'd like to see more of or less of, or, things like that. You want to go on your own channel. You want to dig deep within your channel. Okay. You want to tend to your garden and make sure your flowers are blooming. Don't worry about what's going on over there, because another channel, they may have more views. They may have better content. They may have more subscribers. That's only going to lessen how you feel about your own. So take all of that energy and keep pouring it into your garden, into your channel. That's that. Number 5, freaking be consistent. I suffered with this. Because being a content creator on YouTube is not my full-time job. I am a wife, I am a mother, I am a grandmother. I have a full-time job. And I have a life. And then there's YouTube. And then there's Instagram. And then there's TikTok. So these things are added into my life. But you have to be consistent. Of course, life gets in the way. You have to make sure you are being consistent. No matter how many views, be consistent. No matter how many subscribers you got, be consistent. No matter how you feel that at that moment, at that day, be consistent. There's my dog. No matter what people say, be consistent. Slow and steady will always win. Slow and steady will always win. And being uncomfortable means that you're in the position to grow. So you want to make sure that you are always being freaking consistent. Can't explain that enough. Can't explain it enough. And last but not least, have fun. Have fun. Understand that you can only do what you can do. You can't do it all. So whatever you can do, do it. And have fun. YouTube is can be a very lucrative business, I'm told. I've yet to be monetized, but I'm becoming more consistent, and I'm seeing that with my consistency, my subscriber count is jumping, and I totally appreciate it. It is fun. It started out fun. It became to be a task for me, so I backed up. I put other things in front of it, and I should have. But make sure that YouTube is, if you're wanting to make something out of it, you have to make it a priority. And it's fun. I really do see it as being fun right now. Like I said, I have multiple channels, and you will see more consistency coming from each channel. Again, I will link them all, list the channels right here. And this is my channel with my husband, YouTube. This is my husband's social media, or his TikTok. And this is where you can follow me, Stingray72, on all social media platforms, with the exception of Facebook. No, I am Stingray72 on Facebook. At first it was my other page, Rachel Crow, but I need you to go and follow my Stingray72. Follow me on all social media platforms. Again, I hope you enjoyed this little video. This was something that I had thought about, and I figured, hey, let's talk about it. So these were the 6 things that I wish I knew going into creating YouTube or deciding to do YouTube. Again, I appreciate you guys so much. So much. Thank you so much for my new subscribers, my returning subscribers. Thank you so much. Please like, share, comment, and definitely subscribe. Share it with your friends, your family, and your friends. They got to see what I'm talking about. You feel me? Okay, bye.